Curls across towards
Good evening. 4 days before the showdown at Chesterfield. Well, part one of the showdown.
Yeah, we've got two of them.
So, did you manage to get your tickets, Sarah?
Yeah, I did. I was one of the lucky ones. I got them at 9 a.m. in the morning.
One of the lucky ones. I mean, I had to wait. Well, I had to wait, and then I thought I'll get at the same time. And that lot as my lad, he's got less points than me. And then when that happened, he could get a ticket anyway because he was under 10, and then any like resale tickets, return tickets,
10 or more.
He couldn't buy. He couldn't buy, so he was excluded from that. So it was like what a charams of and palaver of getting tickets as well.
Well, they should have gave us more, though, shouldn't they? So,
Well, they only have to give us 10%, and they've got a smaller ground than us. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think they sold out their own end as well, haven't they?
Have you seen how many season ticket holders haven't got their seats for the home leg?
No, I haven't seen, but I know I've got mine. So, but no, I haven't had a look. But I know there was some more released.
Yeah, so all
like,
the season tickets released, weren't they? All the seats was released at 5 p.m. And I went on. The cop looked virtually sold out. A Sunday, weren't it? There was like a Sunday night. There was like 6.
There was like 8, weren't there?
Yeah.
And then
it kept going down. And then when I went on after 5 tonight, there's shed loads of like the season tickets seats been released.
Yeah, released. Yeah.
And you're like, are people gonna wait until the first leg and see what happens in that first leg? But then then you've got that thingy, if you ain't got your book, you see it already, then somebody else could be in it.
Someone else can get it. Yeah. And then you're gonna have to sit somewhere else, aren't you? So.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I was astonished how many people with season tickets haven't like
I know,
claimed the seat. If you look afterwards, you'll see there's quite a few in surprising decent like areas of the cop as well. There's some right on the back wall, right at the top. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say the back wall, but right at the top. Then there's some like right near the bottom, near the back of the goal and the side of the goal. There's plenty of seats. And I was just surprised. Hello? And that, I don't know. Are you worried about Sunday anyway?
What is there to worry about?
Exactly. I'm not worried. I mean, I wish it weren't. I wish it weren't 6 p.m. though.
Well, yeah, that's it. Obviously, outside of us being in League 2, but obviously everyone else playing on. I think there's only one championship on a Friday, some championship on Saturday, and League 1 on Saturday. But obviously, 6 p.m. on Sunday is not really good for the fans. But why should we be worried? I mean, I think go to Chesterfield. I know they've done the double over in the league, but that's the league. It's completely different in the playoffs because, I mean, we'll always go back to Wembley in 2023, but then look at when we beat them in 2021 in that quarter-final eliminator where we scored the last-minute winner to make it 3-2.
So overall, this is a record between us and Chesterfield, league record. So
I like the background picture you used.
You like my background picture? That is from my day in 2023. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and hopefully we can have another. Hopefully we can have another one like that.
Yeah, hopefully. And that was a day where, like, we didn't start the game well. We gave a penalty away. Slocum brought down.
I forgot his name.
They scored, and then it was 80 minute, 80 whatever minute it was. We equalised. So you think, right, we're back in the game. But back then, you always thought that we could get back in the game.
No matter what the score was. Yeah.
And so you're positive going into extra time. And then what happens? Dobra goes and scores within the first few minutes in extra time.
Yeah, that weren't the best.
And then we equalise, and then it goes to penalties. We sub off just before extra time.
Yeah, it's just before like a minute to go. Sam Stanoka marching there.
Evening, Simon. Sam Stanoka got a substitute for Archie Mere. Archie Mere, come on. And I'm like to Marshall, I'm like, what's he doing? He goes, Dad, you don't understand. Archie Mere is a penalty saving specialist.
You know he is. And we learnt that on that day.
Yeah, we did. And I don't know, what was the most nerve wracking thing about them penalties? I think John Bostock.
John Bostock.
Yeah, with his Palenko, you know what I mean? That was that really. With that. But if we go back to the record, let's go, like, we've won 28. We've drawn 20 and we lost 24. We'll say pretty even over the years.
Yeah, pretty even,
But the last time we lost 3 in the league, if we take out the Johnson Paints, because we weren't bothered about
that.
No. The last time we lost 3 in the league, we won the next 3 in the league. So we've gotten like 3 games. So if history repeats itself, we're due to win the next 3. But obviously we can only play them twice, unless we're in League 2 next season. I take winning the next.
Yeah,
no, but if you go like our things sort of like
pan out. Yeah,
and like you look at like fixtures over the years and these patterns. If the pattern repeats itself, then we could be at Wembley on the
25th of May.
25th.
Yeah, the bank holiday Monday, but yeah, so it's that bank holiday weekend, isn't it? So.
Mr. Shaw says evening. I'm not even going to respond to that.
Evening,
wait until Friday, Mr. Shaw. Wait till Friday. That's all I say. Shall we have so that's the record. We've won 28
games. It's pretty even, isn't it? You'd accept it to be, really.
24 losses. You know what surprised me, though, is the amount of, like, Chesterfield fans already so confident.
Oh, I know. They're literally,
you know what I mean?
Throughout the week, they've been so confident saying, because we beat you 2 times already this season, we're going to batter you on Sunday. So, but playoffs is a different. For the playoffs, it's a different ball game. You never know what's going to happen. You could be winning, you could be losing, you could be thingy. So you don't know. The playoffs is a lottery. It's nice when you win them.
You mean a week on Friday? Yeah, I did, Mr. Shaw.
And when you lose them, it's heartache.
I mean, if you go back to the game where Bootgate, you know what I mean? Double threw over the Magpie's nest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
that game, even though we went down to 10 men, we scored.
Also that fight, the 2 goals, yeah.
And so you can't really call that one. But you know what? This season we've had quite a few red cards, and I only can remember more than last season. Player. Yeah, more than one. So we only had one last season, but I only can remember one player getting sent off against us. Maybe 2. Barnsley in the
Cheltenham as well.
I can remember the Barnsley one where
because didn't he get sent off? Because he already had a yellow card.
Yeah, he already had the ball down.
Yeah.
He went out for a throw in and then he threw it down, didn't he? So that was the Barnsley one in the Virtue Trophy or whatever.
Yeah, that Cheltenham one.
No, there was. It weren't Cheltenham, was it? It was.
I'm sure it was. It was Cheltenham.
Crawley. It was Crawley.
No, Crawley. Cheltenham got a one as well.
All right.
Because they had. I'm sure they did because I think it was the second half. I mean, it didn't change much, but I'm sure they got a red card because I think they tried to thingy it and got obviously not been given. So I'm sure Cheltenham got one.
Oh yeah, at Meadow Lane. And then there was when Norborn whatever happened, and that player reacted at Crawley. So like 3 in there. But I would like it if you know, like Dobra got sent off, or I don't know,
Oh no,
one of
that
the
Lee
three
Bonnis.
yeah, or Will Greggs, you know, he gets sent off.
What's his name?
Naylor.
Is it Mark then?
Mandeville.
Yeah,
Wouldn't mind
Mandeville.
Mandeville
Yeah.
getting sent off. I'd like it to change around where we get to benefit. But then
Yeah.
we did get to benefit against Cambridge, did we? Where their goalkeeper got sent off.
Well, the game was pretty much done before that, though. Anyway, to be fair, weren't it? So
Yeah, but you would have thought we would have been more dominating in that second half.
yeah.
Especially down to 10 men. We made the goalkeeper look like he was like Diego or something, like some prime goalkeeper. And
Yeah.
I think that was his first league appearance or something.
Yeah, and then probably next week they signed that emergency goalkeeper, didn't they?
I know it isn't Mr. Shaw. Is that what you called your new mobility scooter, Mr. Shaw? He's in a frame. Oh god, it's good. Predicted lineups anyway. Let's have a look. So this is mine. I've got Belshaw in goal. There ain't really anybody who's going to be else in there, is there? Then you got Jason
No.
Rob McDonald, Lucas Ness, Jody Jones. Oh no, this is yours because yours the opposite way around. This is
that's not mine. That's yours.
Well, yeah, this is mine.
I don't have another of mine.
Jody Jones. We got Scott Robinson and Tom Apenda, Cerula, Luca, Onlove, and Jata. So I think you've got to go two up top. And rather than playing Grant JJ Aviation evening, I think you've got to go two up top. You've got to have that bit of extra physicality. There's no good playing Connor Granite in there because I just don't think it's going to work against Chesterfield.
No.
In my opinion. Let's have a look at yours. You got Belshaw, Badu, McDonald, Ness, Jody, Robinson, Ole. Then Cerula, Luca, Tomai, Pender further up, and then Jata.
I mean, I think they had to make one change. They'll probably change Luke for Endolf. Obviously, to have that bit of more physicality up front because he doesn't obviously getting stuck in, don't he, when he's up top. So
yeah, I just think you need that. You can't expect Jata to do it all himself in these big games.
No.
Need some support, and I think.
And hopefully, you don't have PADSD from last playoffs and not get a red card.
Then go back to, was it the Fleetwood game where Arnold passed the ball to Dennis? Yeah, it was, wasn't
it? Was it for the goal?
Yeah.
Was it Norburn that played the ball over the top to Endolf? He controlled it past it to Dennis, and Dennis had a easy tapping. Because I can remember where he looked like, do you know when he celebrated, he got injured?
Yeah, because he came running past us the day when fell over, yeah.
Tried to do a knee side, I believe.
I don't know. I don't catch many Mr. Shaw. This is a referee. What is his name again? I don't know. I already didn't tell me.
Is it Will Finney? Hold on, I did tell you his name. He was like, "Oh, him." don't call me out.
League One is at 12 appearances, 44 yellow cards, and one penalty. Championship 7 appearances, 23 yellows. Why is it when you get referees who referee down in leagues 1 and 2 and the National League and everything else, why do they give out more yellow cards in the lower
I know.
than when they go further up?
Yeah. That is crazy, isn't
it? Play like we did first half against the Rovers, we'll cruise to Wembley. Yeah, but we've got to play for the full 90 and not 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you can also say playing like that, but then we also have to take our chances because in that first half against Bristol Rovers, we should have scored at least 3 or 4. So, and if we did, maybe that could have changed the game. But
so the referees had 33 appearances overall, the leagues, 119 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 straight red, and 3 penalties. At least it ain't the same one who we had. I forgot his name now. And Mr. Shaw's going to type up again Alzheimer's or dementia or something. The one who we had in the playoff final who said not unlove, no burn off. Because usually we get him. I want to imagine.
Is it Matt something?
Asarula was a Stonewall penalty. It
was.
Did you watch the side view of it? I sent it you yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, so there was a vlogger in the Jimmy Cyril. I sent
you yes.
And he had the side view.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I mean, JJ Aviation. I don't know how that is not a penalty. To be honest,
I know.
On the other hand, I don't know how Bain weren't a penalty either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, some of the referees would have gave it or not, and then you also there's that Lucas shout, but I think he just got lost in the ball too easy, didn't he? So.
Yeah, there's that shout. And then you got Bedou's offside goal. Offside.
I don't think it was offside. But...
They one could agree or disagree, and it's one of them. It's like
obviously it's hard to see. It's hard to tell from where I'm from, obviously, but I don't think
I saw the vlogger's video. He clipped his boot. Yep, I've seen Harry's video as well. I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus, Harry. If anybody else is watching,
no, it's fine. I haven't heard anything yet, so I think we're good.
Right, so from both angles you look at it, it's a Stonewall penalty. And I do think you should be able to appeal them yellow cards. There should be some sort of like appeal where you can put the video in, evidence in afterwards and say, look, that's it. And then the FA will make the decision whether the yellow card stands or something. Because over a season, you get so many of them. If they're justified, then they're justified. But if they're not, they should be able to have them removed.
I think the best news on Saturday was to see Lewis McCarry there at the game.
Yeah.
That was good to hear that he's doing all right.
But as for, I'm not worried about Sunday. I'll probably get more worried and nervous before the game.
Before the nerves will start kicking in.
But there's an easy answer to that. Go and have a drink. You know what I mean? You don't worry. You don't worry about it. It just carries on. I do think when you watch it on TV, you get a different sort of like perspective.
Angle of it. Yeah.
Well, when you're in the ground though, you're so like into that match. You're so like entwined and the atmosphere and
impact of all the fans in the stadium.
Yeah. So on TV, you sort of like detach from like the stadium atmosphere, the stadium sort of like feel.
Yeah, because even though you can still hear it, it's not the same as being there.
I know it's not the same. The cook will tell Dobra to wind Norburn up. Yeah, but then Norburn's got to wind him up and let him react.
Norburn has got that. Well, Norburn needs to realise what he's doing. Just forget about it and move on, and don't let him make him do what he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, but you've got to get into his head. You've got to get into say like Mandeville's head. You've got to get into their players' head, get them to react. Do you know what I mean? Rather than be the one who reacts, get them to react.
And get that sent off, and let them
you know what I mean?
Get into the
game. And Norburn can do that because he did it at Crawley.
Yeah.
So you've got to like sort of you've got to fight it, haven't you? You know what I mean? And it's like with Jatto, he's a good player. You can't do without him. You know what I mean?
No.
And you need him in your squad. And it's thinking, what did he miss? He's missed like 8 games this season through suspension.
8 games, suspension, yeah.
And
obviously there's a couple of games at the start of the season. I remember
5, weren't it? It was 5.
Playoff red card, yeah.
Yeah, because he got 6 matches, didn't he? So.
And then obviously with what happened at Salford, which I can't clarify if it was accidental on purpose, but according to the FA, they have video evidence. So, and he obviously has to admit it then, don't he? If he's done it or not when they have video evidence. So,
Yeah. Well,
that's
you could
an
fight it,
unlucky
but
one.
then they could say, well, yeah, we're going to give you a longer.
Here's the evidence. Yeah. Or fine, even.
Yeah. And the thing is, the players have got to be more streetwise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just think, if you do anything in that game, it's going to be amplified because it's on TV.
Yeah.
They'll have multiple angles of everything. You know what I mean? And if you react like that, and you've got known to be sort of, but then on the other hand, you got to think you feel sorry for Jata. He gets man-angled left, right, and centre, and he barely gets a free kick. The same with Unlove as well.
Yeah, I was going to say not even Jata. I know obviously Jata plays a lot, so you can see it more from him. But I think any strikers, even from any team, really gets shirt pulled all the time, nearly off. Even at some points where his shirt's coming off him, and the referees don't do nothing; they'll give nothing. So,
but how many times do you see like Jata getting bear hugged, right? Or Unlove, on Saturday against Bristol Rovers, what was bear hugging him? How is that not a free kick? You know what I mean? How's it not a free kick?
No, because it's stopping the movement to obviously try and get the ball, have a good scoring chance. It's like stopping that movement from.
I thought Jata on Saturday, I thought he was in trouble when he went in for that challenge where he got the yellow card.
Yeah.
Some referees, might have like pulled a different colour card out. And then you back to the figure, we're going to appeal it, and the FA are just going to turn it down and say, well, it's Jata anyway, so we're not going to bother. But you got to have consistency in refereeing.
You do, yeah.
Because if your strikers are getting man-angled, then... But even in that situation where they're being man-angled, most of the time you see the free kick going to the opposition. So,
yeah,
I just think Jata's got to be more streetwise. Unlove's been around the block. You know what I mean? Dennis gets booked for silly little things, but we got to take them bookings out. You know what I mean? Not get silly bookings.
I think we've got to play our game, haven't we? No matter where it is, block out noise, play our game, play our football, and take our chances. So just have to be positive.
We've got to go for it. We've got to play a system what they're not expecting us to play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Go there, give them a shot, get a good lead, or even I'll settle for a draw, a 1-1 draw. As long as we get something out of that game, take it to the lane, and win. That's all we can do.
See the downside. How do you settle for a first leg of a playoff? Do you sit back, try and keep it tight, defend it, try and nick one on the break? Or do you leave it to Johnny?
You're right, Johnny.
Or do you go for it? You see, either you put yourself under a lot of pressure, or if you go for it, you leave yourself open to the counter attack.
More pressure because of the counter attack. Yeah.
And I also think it's like the way Bristol Rovers scored their goal. I mean, it was a wicked at all costs.
Ball over the top.
All costs, Dobra and Mandeville. That ball over the top, wicked pass.
And it was, yeah.
Their striker.
Good finish as well.
Really good finish. Could Belshaw have done a bit better? Who knows?
I mean, he went for his legs.
Yeah. But it's always that side, always down that same side. You look at how many times knots get split open, it's always on that side. There's too much space on one side. And that's you playing a back three but then all the players are bunched together, so it leaves space.
Yeah. I mean, I think that back four culture has worked. Obviously, when they changed it to a back four, it definitely worked. So maybe I think they should do something like that. But obviously, with like majority of defenders out, how is that going to work? So,
But then that come back down to recruitment earlier in the season where you've left your
Yeah, in January. Yeah.
really, really fit.
Totally agree.
Because if you think about it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikers.
Mhm.
If you include Traore and you include Bexray as well, then
Yeah.
we've got. It don't seem like we've got a lot in midfield, but when you look on the club's website at the old team,
It does.
it looks massive.
It
Don't
does.
it?
Yeah.
It looks compact, like massive. And then you go into the defensive section, and it's like it's big.
Not many there. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And
So
then the goalkeepers is about 1 or 2, isn't there? I think it's 3, isn't it? I believe. Well, it could be 4.
Yeah.
Because obviously Canaris is unknown, isn't he? So I think he's still on it. So.
Yeah. But if you put like I don't know Cerula like at Cambridge, he went into a back four, didn't he?
Yeah.
So you could play a back four if you wanted to play a back four. If you wanted to change it in a game, depending what happens. JJ Aviation, did you get your ticket for Sunday? Are you going? And if you ain't got a ticket, be careful, like on the social media and stuff.
Yes,
on X
yeah.
and everywhere else.
I mean, that's all I've been seeing, really, all week, saying has anyone got any spare tickets.
Yeah, but you've also got to be careful of people trying to
scamming.
Take it,
scamming.
Scam and stuff like that, because you don't want that. You know what I mean?
No.
Not enough loyalty points. I mean, he didn't even get down to the 9 points, did it? It'll be there.
I did say to you, it'll be so. I did say it'll sell out quickly.
Yeah,
I did say that.
I didn't even get down there. But even then, when there were some tickets returned, I don't understand that. How can it sell out? But then tickets was returned afterwards or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a glitch in the system. Anybody who was under that 10 point couldn't buy them anyway, because there was a set for people over 10 points. So the people under that level never actually got a chance to go.
No.
I mean, Harry got his tickets. I waited to see if I could get my lad, so that I couldn't get his, but I got mine. So all good. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. I mean, the only thing I'm not looking forward to is there and back. The train.
Oh yes, my little walkway from the train station to the ground.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. And yeah,
I mean, you can always find a different way.
Yeah, you could always find a different way. But I'm not. That's anything I'm not looking forward to. All I want is to do. I think, be positive. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Yeah.
What
is there to lose? What is there to lose? You got a second leg.
If you do lose the first leg, don't lose it by a big margin.
Stay in it. Exactly. Stay in it as long as you can. I mean, I wouldn't actually mind coming back from a 1-0 defeat, because then you got that home leg. You got the advantage from obviously finishing higher. Let's use it. Use it to your advantage. Get the first goal. And see what you can build after that.
Yeah, but even if say like you lost 2-0, right, in the end of the world in the first leg, you could overturn that quite easily, because you never know what's going to happen in the second leg. A 1-0 defeat ain't gonna be that bad. The players aren't gonna be that worried about it. The fans will go.
But if it's 3-0, then that's gonna be a thingy.
But there has been crazy turnarounds before when teams lost like 4-0 in the first leg and turned it round in the second.
I mean, was it Sheffield in the playoffs a couple of years ago? Sheffield Wednesday beat. I'm trying to think. It's Peterborough that they beat.
Peterborough, yeah.
Was it Peterborough? Yeah, when they were 4-0 down in the first leg and they came back to win 5-4.
Yeah. So it can be done.
It can happen. Yeah.
Add that. But do I think we're going to end up at Wembley? I think we're going to end up at Wembley.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll have no negativity. We're going to May the 25th. We'll be in London. I don't know. You know what? You'd like him at Wembley? I'd like Salford.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't mind Grimsby either to beat him. And then, because all the Grimsby fans have been saying all week, they didn't want them, they wanted us, because obviously what's happened in the past, but past the past, that's it for a reason.
The interesting things I've heard this week is that we're not going to beat Chesterfield, and we've got no chance if we get to the final against Grimsby. But I do think I don't mind either Grimsby or Salford, but I'd like Salford just for the fact of like if we get
what they did
on Carl Robinson, and you know what I mean. That'll
be nice. That'll be nice.
Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like it's not his year.
It's there. It's like we got to choose a win at some point. It's there. You can see it, but it's like, and hopefully it's at Wembley.
And usually,
fingers crossed.
If you think about it, if you look back, usually the team what finishes in fourth don't go up.
That is true.
So I'm going to go for Notts to do it, but yeah.
And you score predictions?
Score predictions for. Nah,
are we just doing Sunday? Are we just doing Sunday? Or
unless you've got any other scores we can bang in. I don't know all the fixtures.
I'm not sure if I have them. I know there's Friday night championship game. I believe that's Millwall and Hull City. I believe.
I'd say 2-0 Millwall.
Saturday. Oh no, on Saturday there's Bradford. I think it's Bolton Bradford. Stockport County, and then the Championship, I believe it's Middlesbrough and is it Millwall?
Millwall. Didn't you say they was playing all?
Oh no, Hull. Middlesbrough and who's the other team that finished in the playoffs? You got Millwall, Hull, Middlesbrough, and
it should be. Are you going Notts, man?
Who finished in the playoffs in the Championship?
It wasn't it Southampton, Millwall?
That's it. So it would have been Middlesbrough, Southampton. Yeah, I think that's the whole thing on Saturday, and then obviously you got Salford Grimsby on the Sunday at 3 PM, and then obviously us on the Sunday 6 PM.
I mean, the atmosphere is going to be really good on Sunday, but you want it to be. You want to quiet the home fans. The quicker if you could score 2 or 3 quick goals, silent them home fans, then anything's possible. Get an early goal, silence them, be on top. But you got to be consistent on top as well. You got to play well for the full 90. You can't like have a good first half and then come out in the second and look like a completely different team.
Well, you know what? I'll say it here first. Notts County is going to win 2-1 on Sunday.
Right, you said 2-1. I'm going for. I don't know where I think because I'm like 4-0's like sort of like I'm just getting drawn towards a 4-0. And
but how many times have you said that this season and it didn't happen?
I think one game I was 1 goal off, so you got to give me that one.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. So it's not like because I do think we have a weakness defensively sometimes, especially in the second half of a game. Like you said, Mark, playing 9 to not 45. But if you think about it, and I've complained about this ever since we've been back in the Football League, even under the Luke Williams, you'd play well for the first 45 minutes. You'd come out in the second half. The Forest Green game.
Dead.
The Forest Green game.
My days. Yeah. What a game that was.
It just, I don't know. They're supposed to be.
I'm trying to think. When he scored Forest, was it Troy Deeney that scored that hat-trick? Because I believe he was the player manager, weren't he?
Yeah. And then he said something about the players and then he ended up getting sacked just not long after, weren't they?
Yeah, just, yeah.
As well. One of the
Yeah, he
goals
did,
was a
didn't
penalty.
he? Yeah.
Are you thought
So
in that
trying to-
game, if there was 10 more minutes left, they would have won it.
They equalised or won it, yeah.
But I do feel like it's like under Luke Williams, under Stuart Maynard, we have had so many.
I mean, to be honest with
performances
you,
that are just 45 minutes.
I wouldn't mind a game like Grimsby away in that first season back in the EFL. What was it, 5-5?
I don't want a 5-5. What are you going on about a 5-5?
You don't want a 5-5?
No. That's
Or
like
like 5-4,
that's like
5-3
saying,
or something.
that's like saying, right, you want to be down to 10 men, score a goal in the 89th minute, right, and win 1-0. And
I
have
mean,
a
I
player
wouldn't mind
sent
one of
off.
that. I wouldn't mind one of them against thingy, but obviously not with the players and all. So, I mean, we'll wait and see, will we? We can't decide anything. I mean, if we did, it would be quite easy. So,
I mean, the worrying thing is, and we talk about play for 90, not 45, right? And Patterson said a lot of the season about fitness and being conditioned and everything else,
yeah.
right? But how come our players don't look that fit?
No, they don't, yeah. I mean, they look good for 45, but then next 45, what are they doing? They don't look up for it.
JJ Aviation says a nervy 1-0 to Notts County on Love. I'd take that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind them end of scoring.
But they don't look fit half the time. Like at Cambridge, they didn't look like they had an
Up for it, no. Yeah.
Well, I won't say up for it. They just looked tired.
Yeah, because we were both saying where Cambridge had like across the whole games they played, they always like go for it from a minute on. They just attack. Thingy. You would have thought that would have made them tired, but no, they just kept on going, didn't they? Throughout that whole game.
In a lot of games, even in some games, even when we've won and won comfortably, our players still look lethargic.
Yeah. So maybe they're doing. Is it a thing where they're doing too much in training? Is it 11v11 game on the final training session before the game? But we don't know, do we? So
I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that. But I'd just like us to see us have a solid 90 minutes performance.
yes,
Solid, like controlling the game and everything else. And
dominance throughout the whole night.
be dominant and have that energy, because I just don't feel like we have that energy. Somebody said it who sits near me on Saturday, and it was just after Bristol Rovers that equalised, and he was going, "This is just like Wimbledon. We're just like, but we just not up for it. It's fizzling out. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
But I do think Patterson has got the right mentality with the squad.
Yes, to go into the playoffs, yeah. Fight mentality.
Even though a lot of Notts fans would say last season we had a better squad. But did we have a
just
manager?
don't think we had the right... no, I don't think we had the right manager.
The right motivational manager.
The mindset,
time. Yeah. At that time. Stuart Maynard's probably learnt a lot and took it off to York with him. Addy's done really well, got promoted. Good, well done to Bromley, MK Dawes. Cambridge promoted at that, but I just think we just need more sustained attacking play and not being slow. We're too slow. We give
we are. Yeah,
we give teams a lot of time to reset and react to what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
and it feels like we keep on doing the same thing. I'd like to see a lot more players taking shots from outside the box.
As a football fan, you should never be able to predict where your next pass is going to go. Because if you know where your next pass is going to go, then surely maybe try change it up.
I mean, to me, like against Bristol Rovers, after it was 1-1 and stuff, even before that, even
that second half was just, it was dropped off, didn't it? Just nothing really happened. I mean, if you take out that offside goal, there isn't really any urgency to score, did we? Even though obviously results didn't go away, apart from one. What if Crew scored? Obviously, we all know in the fan base, but would the players know?
Yeah, but they'll
I mean,
know
surely
because there's some
obviously the
reaction.
fan. But would they use that encouragement to score?
We need to go full throttle, not give them any space, and go at them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I've said this, and I think I said it last week, is about our lines. We have too much space between
we do,
and the midfield. Add the midfield and our defenders. There's too much space. But we haven't got any in that space. We've got no players. It's like they're holding lines. No. And then when the ball breaks free or it comes out, the opposition players pick the ball up. And it's like Carl Robinson said about, what was it, the Bromley game. He goes because Bromley played well in the first half, didn't they, against Salford?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And then he says, well, basically, I just got them to all move up. Like, move the lines up. So you move your defenders up, you move your midfield up, further up to your attackers, and you're in them space. So you close down that space in between. And a lot of the time, we lose the ball, and where it goes to, we ain't got a player nowhere near.
No.
Or you have a corner and it goes out to the opposite side, and there's no one up. The players on the halfway line, or so far away. I think I'd like to see us get tighter, more into the team's thing.
Impact, tighter, Not get rid of the ball so easily. Right.
If you are tight, be stronger. If you move them lines up, when you're doing your little triangular patterns and everything, it's all easier to.
It works. It'll work easier. Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, and I'm just a fan who sits in a seat in a stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if you can see the things what are happening, how come no one else sees it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure they do see it, but why do they not do anything about it? Because surely you could change it up.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. You go back to last season at Fleetwood, you knew.
Oh, no.
We go in, lead him 1-0 at half time. Second half starts. And
we said to each other, didn't we, that they're going to score?
Yeah, because it was like the amount of pressure. And after they did score, you said they're going to score another one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I said they're going to get another one.
And then we didn't make any substitutes until after they scored, until after they took the lead. Then we're scrambling to get an equaliser, which we did.
Eventually.
But I do think this...
It was late on that game, I think.
I do think the thing with, a lot of the time it's, we're not making substitutes until 70 minutes, or we're not... I think we waited too long on Saturday against Bristol Rovers to make a change.
I mean, it's obviously, I know it all worked against Walsall, and obviously how we won that game at the end, because we weren't playing that well until we made a substitution. But then there's other times where we are playing well, you bring those substitutions on, and then the opposition goes and scores, and it changes the game completely. So it's it's a 50-50, really. It does work sometimes, and then they don't work sometimes. So,
but then, like you say, you can have substitutions which have a negative effect.
They do, yeah.
They don't improve what you're seeing.
They're not always going to make a positive impact straight away, are they? No.
But I just think some Notts players just need to take a bit more risk with shots and stuff, and be an hero sometimes. Because I just feel like sometimes it's this passing rate, or it gets your passes up.
Yes.
I know it's probably in that, but there's some motive. Well, if that's another pass complete, if I pass it to him, and you're passing these passing the ball around the box. No, passing the ball around the edge of the box.
I think that's going to hurt, though,
backwards.
if you pass some buses.
Right. So then, yeah, you got this pass completion rate, but you're not really doing it. You got to.
No, you're just doing the same things over and over again, aren't you? And not really getting an opportunity or good scoring opportunity to score or get a corner or something.
Exactly. Anyway, in 45 minutes, talking absolutely, I don't know. I don't know what we've been talking about. But
Nonsense.
nonsense. We're going to be here Sunday morning, 9:15.
Before the big game.
Morning, before the big game.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to Paul Cox if he actually does an interview and Pat.
Well, yeah, because it's normally his assistant, isn't it? That normally does it.
Yeah, Kieran Dyer does a few of them. We're going to listen to them. We're going to talk about the game, what we think. On Sunday morning, 9:15.
And then the nerves starts to kick in.
Nothing that a JD or something can not help with, you know, weird.
Or a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, or a Lucasade. Other drinks are available.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll talk about that. Any other news? What we can sort of get hold of before then, we'll talk about that. We'll do some other score predictions, a bit more like statement. If you know anything, but we'll see you all Sunday morning. And come on, you
pies.
What a goal! Curls across towards Jack.